And I see this P-51 silhouette about 12 o'clock. I said, well, look, I didn't have radio contact. I didn't know who he was. I said, look, let me join you.
Roscoe Brown moves in closer to what he believes to be a friendly P-51.
So as I started making the circle, I saw that the P-51 had a German cross on it. We knew that the Germans had captured some P-51s and were infiltrating some of the formations to try to get closer. And so I said, well, let me go get him.
Brown goes on the attack, but the German takes evasive action. Brown pulls the stick in tight, straining to pull lead on his enemy.
So I started pulling tight, tight, tight. I'm gaining on him. And then I looked at my fuel gauge. My fuel gauge was a little bit below half. I said, well, I got two things to do. One, I can get this guy and get this victory and parachute and hope they don't kill me. Or the other, I can say bye-bye and go home. So I said, look, I'll let him go, firewalled it, get it back south, and I flew about 700 miles by myself over enemy territory.
Roscoe Brown returns to base victorious. The day's tally is 3 confirmed Me-262 victories, 3 probables, and 2 damaged.
It's one of the outstanding feats for any group during the war against the Me-262. The Mustang is a great aircraft, but it shouldn't have been shooting down Me-262s at this rate.
In addition to this stunning achievement, the Tuskegee Airmen later find out the Berlin mission was the longest escort of the war.
We did show them. Actually, we were very damn good in our escort. And later we got the Presidential Unit Citation. The guys were really, really so happy.
By war's end, the 332nd had downed 108 enemy aircraft, received 744 air medals, 150 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 14 Bronze Stars, and 1 Silver Star. But despite the accolades for their efforts overseas, the Tuskegee Airmen return to a segregated America, indifferent to their achievements.
I'm coming down the gangplank from a boat that brought me back to the States, and at the bottom of the gangplank is a sign that said colored troops to the right, white troops to the left, separated again. And at that time I said, well, you know, this is a pity.
But the war efforts of the Tuskegee Airmen would not be forgotten.
Our experience dispelled the myths and biases that had been a part of Army policy on our capability and how we would be used, so it brought about a change.
In 1948, by order of President Harry Truman, the armed forces of the United States were integrated. The war record of the Tuskegee Airmen in the skies of Europe had shaken the foundations of entrenched American racism. This small but resolute group of African-American men, refined by hardship, danger, and adversity, had proven the fundamental injustice of a segregated military.
You've got to know inside that racism is wrong. You got to know inside that you have the capacity like anybody else, and when given the opportunity, you will overcome.
We'd accomplished something important once given the opportunity, and the importance that this shows that it's not happenstance of birth or color of skin that's important. It's really what Martin Luther King really gave our country, content of character.